This is Fear Factor Music, baby.
Spartans! What is your profession?
My search led me to the study of the spiritual forces with which all of us are blessed. And it was in this field that I came upon a clue which has enabled me to help millions of people to find their earthly destinies. I want to describe my discovery in the simplest terms possible, because it will reveal to you why it is true that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve, regardless of how many times you may have failed in the past or how lofty your aims and hopes may be.
The only thing that I see that is distinctly different about me is I'm not afraid to die on a treadmill. You might have more talent than me, you might be smarter than me, but if we get on the treadmill together, right, there's two things. You're getting off first, or I'm gonna die. It's really that simple. I wanna represent an idea. I wanna represent possibilities. I wanna represent the idea that you really can make what you want. I just believe that. I believe that I can create whatever I want to create.
Everything starts with a vision, roadmap, goals, destiny. How many of y'all got goals? How many of y'all got a roadmap laid down? How many of you know where you're going in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, and a step-by-step program to get there? My mom would always say to me, don't worry about what it looked like right now. You got to see yourself down the road. I know it's tough that we live in a neighborhood, but start going online and seeing what it look like down the road. So no matter what you're seeing right now, you stay focused on the prize. Now let me give you an example of what I mean. My mom dropped me off in college. The first thing I did was this. I came, tore out a sheet of paper, I sat down and I wrote. I said, what do I want to do in college? What do I want to accomplish in college? I started writing it down. All-American, all-conference, dean's list, graduated 4 years, master's degree, NFL, 4 or 5 in the 40. So I took that piece of paper, taped it on the side of my bed, and every morning I would visit my future, and every night I would visit my future. Now here's the funny thing. My teammates saw that for the first time, they couldn't stop laughing. This skinny guy, and you think you're going to accomplish all that? We know what we call that, right? Dream killers. Dream killers will come in the form of alcohol, in the form of drugs, in the form of bad attitude, in the form you think you know it all. It'll stop a dream in a heartbeat. But I didn't let that bother me. I stayed the course. And slowly but surely, here come all conference. Here come Dean's list. Here come 4 or 5 in the 40. Here come a phone call from the Philadelphia Eagles. Vision. That's the power of a vision.
The problem with most people is that you're not obsessed with improvement. You're obsessed with making money. You're obsessed with taking your business to the next level. And can I be honest with you guys? When you become obsessed with improvement, I will spend more time learning in Australia than I will speaking. I'm gonna say it again because you missed it. I will spend more time sitting under people. I will spend more time learning than I will speaking in this country. I will walk away with stuff I never heard before, books I've never read before, audios I've never seen before, going to conferences that I've never gone, hanging out with people that I never hung out with before. This is nothing, guys. This is just a dessert. Me speaking is just a dessert. This is just the beginning. I came to Australia to learn. I came to Australia to get an upgrade. And when I go back, my wife will notice a difference. My kids will know a difference. Why? I'm obsessed with improvement. Every day I'm getting better. There are those of you with phones, and every new phone that comes out, you get it. Every upgrade, you get it. Every piece of software, you get it. You are upgrading your technology, and you've not upgraded yourself. You got the same operating system you had since 1995. You don't think any different. You don't speak any different. You're the exact same person you were in 2010.
Once you make a decision and you go all in and you saying, I ain't quitting till I get there. I ain't giving up. I ain't giving in. I'll do whatever it takes, whatever it takes. I'll do whatever it takes to be successful. And when you make that decision, when you look you in the mirror, when you tell yourself that, look, I'm through, I'll do whatever it takes, I guarantee you, that's the day your city feel begins to happen.
Spartans! What is your profession?
The day you figure out what you're on Earth for is the day you're born. And I'm not talking about birth. Your mother has that right. But the day you find out your purpose is the day you become alive. That's the start of your life. That's your birthright. Once you identify who you are and you begin to see your individual talents and you become proud of yourself, once that happens, you'll get this feeling. And I can't describe it to you, but you get this adrenaline rush that's higher than any chemical drug out there. It's this feeling of absolute euphoria. Because it's something that's moving through you, something greater than you or I could ever understand, and you have to embrace it. We all have a calling in life, but you're going to have fears and doubts to follow this path because it's unconventional, and evolution in itself is unconventional. Progress towards this unknown, this quiet fear.
The most important element is for you to be able to do this, to be able to establish, most importantly, where you really are in your life today. Where are you? And where do you really want to go? What's going to create this extraordinary life? And to look at it brand new. Because some of you right now, if you continue the direction you're going, are going to be successful and unfulfilled, unhappy, and stressed. Because once we get, into a dream, then that dream starts to take on a life of its own. It gives us juice, it gives us energy.
There are those of you right now, you should have cut a CD, you should have wrote a book, you should have got in school and got that degree, you should have started your own business. There's so many things you should have done, but you didn't do it because you're scared. You believe that you said scared of what? I ain't scared, you are scared. You are scared, you're scared of failure. You're scared to make a mistake. You're scared that you're not perfect. And I'm telling you today, you ain't gotta be perfect. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You don't have to be perfect to get what you want, to do what you want, to have what you want, to be what you want. You don't have to be perfect.
And there's never a perfect moment to do something. You have to create the perfect moment. Because there will always be a more fun and comfortable alternative to that fear of failure. And if you fail in your opportunity to go forward with that choice, then you are slowly becoming a failure. Because if you fail in that decision, you just gave your brain muscle memory, more power, more strength to say no in that decision tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, until you say, I'm not meant for this life. That the 1% who make it are just born with something special that I'm not. And the reality is, no. They're made from the same exact material as you. Flesh and blood. But it's what you choose to do with your material. And that's a choice. The day you figure out what you're on Earth for is the day you're born.
Hoorah! Hoorah! Spartans! What is your profession?
If you're going to change an area, you do three things. Number one, you focus on it and you get clear and compelling vision for what you want. If your body's not where you want it to be, I tell you there's one simple reason. It's not your focus. No, I focus on it. I focus all the time on how fat I am. No. See, if you focus on crashing into the pole, trying not to, the more you try not to, what you focus on, that's where the energy goes, that's where you go, right? We all know that. But what people tend to do is, I'm saying focusing on what you want, not what you don't want. And not only just focusing on what you want, where you focus and say, well, I'd like to be strong, I'd like to be energetic, I'd like to be fit. It's focusing and making it compelling. You can't just focus on it. You got to create a clear and compelling future in that area that will pull you towards it, so you're not trying to push yourself. If there's an area you're not improving in, think of 3 pillars, if you would. Pillar 1 is get focused and clear. What's compelling? Where are you? Really? And don't lie. Where do you want to be? And make it so compelling you can't help it. When you wake up in the morning, you want to transform this area of your life. So the quality of your life already is better just because you are so excited about what you're after. When you do that with your body or your emotions or your finances or time or any other area, and you start focusing and you're clear, you're going to have energy. You're going to have drive. You're going to start to do something. How do you make sure what you do really work? Is model someone who's already successful. All the tools I come up with, some I've obviously created, but the foundation came by standing on the shoulders of other giants. I went out and found somebody that's already got the result. Why reinvent the wheel? Success leaves clues. Find the best, figure out what they're doing, do that. Alter it, find your view of it, but start with what already is working rather than starting from scratch and trial and error. So emotion is in. If we get the right emotion, we can get ourselves to do anything. We can get through it. If you're creative enough, playful enough, fun enough, can you get through to anybody, yes or no? If you don't have the money, but you're creative and determined enough, you find the way. So this is the ultimate resource, but this is not the story that people tell us, right? The story people tell us is a bunch of different stories. They tell us we don't have the resources, but ultimately, decisions shape destiny, which is my focus here. If decisions shape destiny, what determines it is 3 decisions. What are you going to focus on? Right now, you have to decide what you're going to focus on. In this second, consciously or unconsciously, the minute you decide to focus on something, you got to give it a meaning. And whatever that meaning is produces emotion. Is this the end or the beginning? Is God punishing me or rewarding me, or is this the roll of the dice? And emotion then creates what we're going to do, or the action. So think about your own life, the decisions that have shaped your destiny. And that sounds really heavy, but in the last 5 or 10 years, 15 years, haven't there been some decisions you've made that if you made a different decision, your life would be completely different? So the bottom line is, maybe it was where to go to work, and you met the love of your life there. Maybe it was a career decision. I know the Google geniuses I saw here. I mean, I understand that their decision was to sell their technology at first. What if they made that decision versus to build their own culture? How would the world be different? How would their lives be different? Their impact. The history of our world is these decisions. When a woman stands up and says, no, I won't go to the back of the bus, she didn't just affect her life. That decision shaped our culture. Or someone standing in front of a tank. Psychological strength. That's the difference in human beings that I've seen of the 3 million I've been around. Because that's about my lab. I've had 3 million people from 80 different countries that I've had a chance to interact with over the last 29 years. And after a while, patterns become obvious. You see that South America and Africa may be connected in a certain way, right? Other people say, oh, that sounds ridiculous. It's simple. So what shapes you? 2 invisible forces. Very quickly. 1.
Hoorah! Hoorah! Spartans! What is your profession?
I just want to move forward, y'all, for real. I'm tired of the same old. I just want to take us to the next level. I just want to be somebody that my moms could be proud of, somebody that another black person my age could be proud of, somebody that if I have kids, my kids could be proud of, you know what I mean? So to do that, I got to do more than just the average man would do. I got to set a mark that can't nobody touch. And then when I set that mark, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it happen. And I guarantee it's going to happen. Started yet. I just begun. You know what I mean? The world is an oyster. I just started. I'm finna run it. I'm finna do everything. I'm finna touch every level and everything. You know what I mean? I don't want to burn out. I want to be forever, eternal. You know what I mean? That's what Outlaw Immortal is. I want to be here forever. When I'm gone, I want my name to be here. My desire, my ambition, everything is increased.
Fox Shakur, that's unusual. Is there a meaning behind it?
Yeah. Determine to overcome a obstacle. It's a character builder. If you have a name that no one else has, you have to repeat it twice. You got to say it with extra freedom the second time. It builds character. We got to stand up at some point and just stop stuttering. Like Sister Soldier says, I give a maximum props. Stop stuttering, stop me buckling, and just say what you mean and say it loud. But all this cowardly lying, standing behind the speaker stuff, we gotta come out and say what we gotta say.
Where do you see yourself in 20 years from now?
If God give me breath for 20 more years, I see myself changing the world. Because my thought patterns are so opposite of what's the norm. So I would have to change the world, or I have to be changed by the world.
I have no patience for anybody that doubts me. None. At all. It's too hard out here.
I have no fear. I have only ambition, and I want mine, and I will do anything to protect and feed my family. And I've accomplished my goals. My goals are set out to make me a man. Now I feel like I'm a man now. I set out goals to make me a king. Now I'm not a king of anybody else but me. In my heart, that I'm a man's man.
If he give you the voltage and you waste it, that's the curse. He gave me the voltage, I'm a shine, it's not mine. Go to that true spot in myself because I'm there every day. I can be me, I can be whoever because I'm true to me. I could be the best actor anybody ever seen. Given the chance, the opportunity and the experience and the lessons from people, I could be the best. You know, as long as you got your faith, you know, you can ride anything. You know, I'm somewhere where if you're persistent and efficient, you get rewarded. That's what everybody wishes for.
This fight to him, I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious.